Hey, good morning. My name is Christy McGowan. I'm a real estate broker here in Waco, Texas, and owner of the brand new franchise, NextHome Our Town, where we put humans over houses. And I'm super excited to announce that, and more details coming soon on our new office, et cetera, et cetera. But today we're going to talk about how the market is doing. So it's Monday market update, right? And in the past, or we have been talking a lot about this word recession. Economists have actually expected this. It seems natural with the way the market or the economy typically works. You know, you have an increase or a really great economy, and we balance that out by the negative, and it just sort of does this ebb and flow. But of course, we are currently in the largest economic recovery period in American history. But that still doesn't mean that we will not have a recession, right? It's coming at some point. So the big question is when. So the latest poll is of our nation's economists is 14.3% predict a recession of some kind by the end of 2020. And this is down from about 30% in just December of 2019. And part of the reason why this number keeps going down is because our housing market is doing so well. Unemployment rates are down. New construction building starts are increasing as fast as they possibly can. And the number of people wanting to buy homes, millennials, especially with the with the interest rate being so affordable, still below 4, predicted to be under 4 or at 4 through 2021. Lots of buyers out there wanting to invest in real estate and buy homes. However, people are not wanting to sell at the same pace. So I think that we have talked a lot about a low inventory, and this sentiment has gotten out through the market. On a nationwide level, we are actually at about 3 months of inventory. And on a nationwide level, this is the lowest it's been ever. I think the closest that we came to this 3 months of inventory was 30 years ago, but we have now hit an all-time historical low of 3 months of inventory. In Waco, Texas, we're only a little bit better. We've got about a little more than 4 months of inventory. And this low inventory nationwide and here locally is the case regardless of the price point, but especially in the 300 and below. But even buyers, up to the millions are experiencing stress trying to find something that meets their needs. So with that said, with the inventory being low and with that sentiment filtering through the marketplace quite quickly, our buyer's mindset is changing. So on an average, with this high buyer demand and low inventory, pricing typically would go way up, and pricing is going up, but probably not as much as you think, because buyers have resigned to patience. They know it's going to take them longer to find a home, and so they've just sort of resigned to be patient and methodical. And as a result, because they've had this mindset, they are hell-bent on perfection. So we've got buyers that are extremely picky. They're resigned to waiting for the right thing. They're not in a hurry to move. They don't have to move, the majority of them. They could continue renting. They could continue living with mom and dad. They can continue in their existing home. So they are being very, very picky. But as a result of that, sellers need to change their mindset, and they need to be resigned to repair, update, and stage their homes. So because buyers are being very picky, we need to replace that carpet that's a few years old. We need to freshen up the paint. We need to make those little maintenance repairs because buyers tend to overestimate how much that's going to cost. They overestimate the time and effort it takes to make those repairs and adjustments. And frankly, they just have time. They've already changed their mindset, like I said, to wait for something that is perfect and meets their needs in every way. So buyers, you must consider some way of making these updates possible if you are going to capitalize on the higher values. There is a trick to consider. Most of you have quite a bit more equity than you think you have. And there are still a few banks out there offering home equity line of credits. What you do is you use the collateral that you have in your home to take out a line of credit. So you don't take out a lump sum of money. You only take or pay interest on the money that you've spent. So a couple of $1,000s for carpet, a couple of $1,000s for paint, maybe some new countertops. Maybe you need to fix the trim on the outside, spruce up the landscaping. This can be done for very, very little and quite affordably. So I just saw a special from Regions Bank. They are offering a 0.99%, less than 1% on home equity lines of credit. I'm certain there's probably a catch to that, but there were several other banks that were still very reasonable at 4.5%, fixed for 30 years. And so if you need help sort of vetting this, figuring out what you really need to do with your home to put it on the market, please let me know, because obviously we've got some time to start planning and thinking about how we're going to get the most for your home. And that, knowing that up front, can help you or can give you more flexibility and power in deciding what you're going to buy. So thanks so much for watching today. If you have any questions about the market, buying or selling, I'm happy to answer any specific questions that you have. As a matter of fact, please send me your questions. We have another show called Ask Me Anything, where we try to answer common real estate questions, whether it's about the market or it's about your air conditioner or inspections or whatever you have. And so we're needing to know, what questions that you have for that episode. Again, my name is Christy McGowan with NextHome Our Town. Thanks so much for watching and have a great week.